Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so this is the last monocolored set review from the $3 Draftalgia cube. Now this is gonna be green, starting with Thriving Grove, which is a thriving land. If you splash green, or if you are green, you won this card. So, with that out of the way, Arboreal Glazers. This is an interesting one. So this is a beast, believe it or not, for 1 mana and a 0/3. This is the most peaceful beast ever. This is one of those Bombat guys, just like what is this? Eat eucalyptus leaves and then peacefully chill on the tree. And it has reach, so it's on the tree. And when Arboreal Grazer enters the battlefield, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield tapped. Huh. That's interesting. It blocks, so there's that. I don't know, yeah, like I'm wondering which color combination is most supported. Definitely like Groot, because that doesn't hit very hard. Simic, I think you can do without this card. Um, Selesnya, I don't know, doesn't really need lands. Gorgari, huh, from your hand to a battlefield tapped. Yeah, I don't know where we want to ramp with this one, so I'll leave it with you. I'm not picking this highly in this cube. Like there might be something there which I don't see, like maybe the 5 color archetype, trying to get the lands early. Huh. Okay, this is a mystery card. So Audacity, there's not much mystery here. This goes on Gruul, and this goes on Selesnya. So this is a 1 mana enchantment, ancient creature, +2/+1 trample, so it's kind of rancor. And when it is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, draw a card. So this is a rancor with less PTSD potential, I think, because rancor is an absolutely ridiculous card to play against. This is better than that. This is a fair version of Rancor. So you put it on a creature. If they kill the creature, you get back the card for. So you don't get 2 for 1. And it hits hard, so it's good on those decks. But I don't think you need to pick it very early. It's the Gruul archetype and the Saznia that wants it. Yeah. So if you're one of those, you're happy picking it at somewhere in the end of the pack. It's a good, nice addition. Glade Cover Scout. So yeah, so this one wears auras very well. So this is a Selesnya card. It's not very good in any other deck. So I think this is the one where, again, if you are the Selesnya player, you can wield this. I don't know if I would treat this as a signal, but this is a solid little card, right? Like I don't know where in terms of signals get it, but if I can get like 2, 3, 4 hexproof creatures, that's a very solid start, because then my deck start playing like boggles, so I can just like double decker boss one of them and then send them in, and then my opponent, if they don't have like a sack removal or a board wipe, then they're just gonna die. So this is one of those cards. Again, we'll need to see. Like if you firmly believe that you established yourself as a player and no one else at the table, probably pack 2 you can build these. But yeah, it might even be a little bit of a signal to build up with. Yeah, it's a strange one. I don't know where I would pick it, but this is this key part of that deck. Landora Elves, huh? Gruul, I think is my my go-to with this card. Selesnya, that's just not something which that deck wants. The ramp doesn't really help it as much. I think it's a bad with morphs because 3 mana morph can come on turn 2. That's a big game. Um, yeah, and then obviously you have Gruul. Like Gruul, like 1 drop into a hasty 3 drop on turn 2. That's a curve which will win you a lot of games. So this actually, although it's something which hits hard, it does work in a Gruul deck, and those what is this games where you have it on turn 1 will feel ridiculous to you. So yeah, Patchwork Beastie, yeah, this is a Golgari one. I don't think it's like Gruul needs to be a very special case for this to work very well. Yeah, Simic, I don't know, it's a filler in Simic, not particularly good with auras when it can't attack, you need the Delirium for that. But in Gogar it's pretty good. That's the Delirium archetype, this feeds the Delirium, and it's a good body once you hit the Delirium. So yeah, Gogar it is, and again, right, like it's not necessarily a move into the archetype card, but it's like kind of the Glade Cover Scout level thing that really kind of looks like a signal when this is empty. Utopia Sprawl, so we are ramping into something. I mean, this one, look, this one is good in the 5 color secret archetype, right? So this is where this shines. You enchant the forest, you choose a color, yeah, and it taps for that color, so that's pretty good. It ramps you, so everything you want in that archetype. So that's really the home for it. Bramble Familiar, so that's like a 2 mana. Yes, this is a good card, by the way. This is a rare. This is from the new Wilds of Eldraine set, and it's an elemental raccoon of all things. For 2 mana, 2/2, it's a mana dork, and then you can tap one and a green, discard a card, return it to the battlefield, return to battlefield to your hand. Now, why would you want to do that? Is the adventure to send it on an adventure. So there's Fresh Quest for 7 mana, 5 green. Mill 7 cards, then put a creature, enchantment, or land card from among those cards onto the battlefield. Yeah, so this is pretty good. You mill 7, you get probably like almost three of them. Yeah, yeah, I think this is good in the aura deck. Yeah, this is working in the other decks too, right? Like it ramps you in rule, but this is not like a super high pick on any of those decks. This is just a generally good green card. If you see it lead pack second half of the pack, you take it, and then it's 2 drop in your deck. Otherwise, you don't need to go out of your way for this one. I wouldn't think. Yeah. Oh, and it's yeah, like I mean, it mirrors for Golgari, right? So that's another joke here. But yeah, it's like kind of equally, like C plus ish card in every deck. Dredger's Insight, so yeah, so this is kind of deceptively good. So it's an enchantment for 2 mana whenever one or more artifact and no creature cards leave your graveyard to gain 1 life. And when 10 turns you mirror 4 card, then you may put an artifact, creature, or land card from among the mirrored cards into your hand. So yeah, so this is a little bit of rigors, but it kind of accrues a lot of value as the game goes on. And if you mirror this, it's an enchantment. So again, right, this is a C level card. It's not bad, but it's not insanely good either. If you get it, you get it. Otherwise, don't need to sweat over this card too much. Grapple with the past, another one in the Golgari archetype, which is kind of very good at filling your graveyard. Mill 3 cards, then you may return a creature or land card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, this is an instant speed regrowth effect with a little bit of extra meal. I mean, we went a long way for a creature or land, so not any permanent, but that's usually limited what you want to return anyway. Yeah, this is not bad. Again, same archetype. Golgari is the best for it. The others don't really care. Like, I don't think you have very much of a chance to make, Gruul a Delirium type of deck. So, yeah, stick with Golgari for this one. And again, if you are the Golgari player, this should come to you. Earth Heirloom. So this is one and a green, an artifact. Add 1 mana of any color, spend this mana only to cast a creature spell. So this is a mana rock for creature spells, very good in Gruul. What makes it excellent in Gruul, until the end of turn, if you tap it, target creature you control with power 4 or greater gains trample, and whenever it deals combat damage to a player, draw a card, which it will because it has trample. So there you go. Like, this is everything what you want in a box. Yeah, it's a solid card. And I think like in some cases, obviously the 5 color archetype loves this, just to say, and in some cases Golgari might might get some advantage out of it. So yeah, there you go. Manifest Dread. So this is a simic card, and surprisingly, what it says, Manifest Dread. That's what it does. It's in the name. It's in the text box. If you can't read things on the top, or the bottom letter font size is too little, you can just get it right every single time. So yeah, so this is sorcery. Good in Simic, good in Golgari. It's okay in Gruul. Yeah, so Selesnya, I don't know. I think it's the weakest in that. But again, it's a nice filler, it's glue type of card. It will get to you. Paradise Druid. Ooh, wow, that's quite the artwork, huh? When was this printed? Wow, this artwork. And this is a good card. This I think is a good card. So it's 2 mana, 2/1. I think it's good in every green deck really. Because it has hexproof as long as it's untapped and taps for 1 mana of any color. So it ramps you and ramps you safely. Like they can't bolt the bird here, right? That's really the joke. You play it, you're gonna get 4 mana in the next turn, assuming that you hit your land drop. And in the Gruul deck, that's pretty devastating. Like, there's a lot of very, very good hasty creatures in Gruul on the 4 mana slot. So yeah, this is it. And with morphs, it's good too. Like you wanna get to the mana to unflip them. It's any color. Obviously, 5 color archetype loves this. So yeah, there you go. It's one of your best fixing. Sirhana Ledgewalker, yeah, this is a great card too. Um, Yes, it's a 1/1 for 2 mana, cannot be blocked except by creatures with flying, and yeah, in Texas proof. So yeah, it's pretty good. It walks on the ledge, so it walks over most creatures, and you need to fly to block it, which makes it almost unblockable. And when you put it with 2 3 auras on it, it's big and unblockable. So it kills your opponent. It's good. It's good in the auto stack. So that's how you want it. Trail of Mystery. It's a 2 mana enchantment. Whenever a face-down creature enters the battlefield under your control, you may search a basic land, reveal it, put to your hand, shuffle a library. Whenever a permanent you control is face up, if it's creature, it gets +2/+2 and turn of turn. This card is excellent. Yeah, this is the Simic deck. It's such a menace. Like I think this is it. Like if you see this card, you move in. Like I don't think this should pass to the first pick. Like this is an absolutely first pickable signal card, or like top three pick whatever. Like if you know like obviously you have those like black creatures that were black cards, a lot of them, some red which are just generically good card and they are A pluses. You probably pick those over this one because then you don't need to commit to an archetype. But if you see this anywhere later, like let's say if you see this fourth pick, that's like I think it's a win Vietnam signal. Because whenever you turn something face up, you get mana, which is runs out of your deck, right? It gets land, so you can play your land drops and then like unmorph more creature, and when you unmorph them, they hit like yeah, they they basically hit like Francis Ngannou, right? Like +2/+2, and yeah, that's where we are. All of them become minimax Tysons. So yeah, Undergrove's Leopard. Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy. It really is. So this is an assuming creature, which is very good secretly. So it's 2 mana 2/2 with vigilance. It's what is this? Grizzly bear or underground leopard. Shall I say? But for one, you can sacrifice this, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So here's the deal with this card. I feel like, in a normal limited environment, I love this card a lot. But in a curated cube, the power level is a little higher. I still think I want to have one in my sideboard slash deck. And if I don't have like a 2 mana slot very populated, this makes it remain deck. If I do have better two drops, I start in the sideboard, but it does kill like the most annoying permanent types, which are accruing permanent value to your opponent turn after turn and hard to deal with because they're not creatures. So yeah, this does that. Very Thespian. This is a cat druid. The other was just a cat. It wasn't a druid. But this one is a druid. This learned the job. It went to high school and college. So yeah, it's 2 mana, 3/1. Suspect of a body. Very bad against the red dragon. When it enters or dies, it's survey one. So if your opponent has a dragon, it has his surveying very easily. Hmm. Yeah, it's not bad in the Golgari deck, but outside of that, I don't know how much Glue wants. It just trades off most likely. Simic doesn't want this, and with Selesnya, yes, I don't think like my dream is to put auras on a creature which has a text on it when this dies. So that's kind of signals what's gonna happen. Um, yeah, so that's that. I think I don't pick this highly, but if it's landed with me, I might find some use for it in my, I don't know, 55 cards, but we'll see. Aura Gnarlid. Guess which deck this is good in. So, yeah, you guessed right. It's good with auras. So yeah, creatures with power less than Aura Gnarlid's power, yeah, can block it, and it's a 2/2 for 3, so it's a gray ogre. And Aura Gnarlid gets +1/+1 for each aura on the battlefield, so it's including yours and other creatures on this creature and your opponent's auras. So if you play two auras, yeah, this is like a 4/4 and cannot be blocked by small creatures. It's kind of brawler. Again, right, like it brawls very well. It's not like insane, like some windmill slam. This should come to you, right? Like if you moved into that deck and then there's no one else, and this is it. Break down the door. Ooh. Yeah, this card is my boy. I like that. I love this card. I really do. It's a 3 mana instant and three things stay put together. You can choose one of them. Both most all of them are a little too expensive at 3 mana, but the option of choice makes this card great. So exile target artifact, exile target enchantment. So there's no shenanigans coming back, dredging back or whatever, which we're gonna see later, and manifest dread at instant speed, which can block, right? So it's an ambush. There's so much versatility in this card that like I'm picking it kind of like at the end of the first half of a pack, I think. especially if I don't see anything better, because this is versatile. Like this is one of the best sideboard cards, especially if my deck already having like enough playables or close to enough. Then yeah, on 3 picks like this pick order goes even higher. Because it just covers so much basis. I like this card. So Defiant Survivor. Oh yeah, this is really good. This was a struggle. So Survivor mechanic wasn't very good per se in Duskmourn because they didn't really survive. But if you can make it survive, so 3 mana, 3/2 at the beginning of your second main phase, if it's untapped, manifest red. Yeah, this if it attacks 1 time, you're very happy, and if it attacks 2 times, you almost feel like you can't lose the game from that spot. So yeah, this is that deck, and I think it's not bad in the aura deck either. You put the aura in it, so it gets a good attack because you don't have a good block. Now you get another manifest red, which can wear auras later, right? If you happen to lose this creature. So it kind of mitigates card disadvantage inherent with auras. That's really the two drags, Simic and Selesnya. Gruul, I mean, it's a filler. I think Golgari, yeah, I mean, it manifests dread, so you can feel the graveyard. Not the end of the world there, but I think it really shines in Selesnya and Simic. Eternal Witness, yeah, that shines in every deck since like a very very long time. Oh, when was this printed? Like probably like 20 years ago. Still good. So this is a human shaman. Sorry, shamanic too in this art. So it's 3 mana 2/1, and when it enters the battlefield, you may return target card, any card from your graveyard to your hand. So it's solid 2 for 1. If you cast this, get back a good card, trade it off against a 2/2, you feel like you just won the lottery. So yeah, it goes into every like deck potentially. Yeah, obviously, the bigger your graveyard, the better things it can find. So Gogar is its natural place. But again, like even in Selesnya, you can get back a very good aura. Simic, like a very good morph, for Gruul, like one of those hasters. So I think Gruul is probably the weakest place for this, but other than that, it's pretty good. Oh, and Huntwood Shrieker. Yeah, so Huntwood Shrieker is my other boys. So this one is a beast mutant. Yeah, I don't know. I can't interpret this art, but it's a 3/3, and whenever it attacks, you manifest dread. So that's good. Like if you can kill the road in front of it, you get free creatures. And these are 2/2, so that's like no joke. And you select it from 2 cards, so they might be actually even better. And what makes it even better, that for 1 and a green, reveal target face down permanent. If that's a creature card, you may turn it face up. So this is after it attacked and you got like successfully a manifest right and this survived. This card becomes an absolute nightmare because now you're gonna go in completely untapped. Now your counter spells are there, your removal are there, and you can have this threat of activation because you already have a manifest threat which is attacking, and then you get another one, right? So your opponent is in a world of hurt at that point, and then you just get better from them. So this is like kind of like a must kill, and I think this is that A plus level card, which not A plus, but like it's solid A. I think A minus maybe, worst case A minus, which will move me into that archetype if I see this. So yeah, so that's how I look at this. Miri, Cat Warrior. So Miri, is she the cat who got disappeared in the Edge of Eternity storyline? Still haven't got through all the storyline videos, busy man, but looks like she is. So she is a gray ogre-ish cat. It's a legendary 3 mana 2/2. It counts as a cat, and it has first strike and forest walk and vigilance. Hmm, interesting. So the vigilance first strike makes it very good with auras. So that's where I would put it. Also makes it very good with combat tricks. So Gruul could be interested in this card. Simic not so much. Gogar doesn't really care. So yeah, so that's where Miri fits. Again, you don't need to go out of your way. I think you're gonna get this if you need it. Waterline Clock. Now I love this one. I think this is one of the best aura, and I think it shines in basically every green deck. Now that I'm thinking, Gruul can definitely use with the Trample Prusy kind of insane. And then you can get this back, right? It's a consistent set as long as you have trample creatures. With the Auras deck, it's awesome because if they kill the creature, you just get it back. If you have another creature, put it on that. And everything, like your opponent can never feel safe because you're just gonna hit them like a truck every turn. Simic is probably the weakest place for it. I would say, and then Golgari works too because it dredges, it feeds your graveyard. So yeah, there you go. But home all. So the three mana mole, 2/3 from Aether Drift. That's a race card mole. So when this creature enters with three cards, you may return a land card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, I mean, I guess probably 5 color is where this would go, I would think. Especially if you were collecting enough, like, non-basic lands, then yeah, this can get you there. Again, filler, you don't need to worry about this. This will find the player who needs it the most. Tango Span Lookout. Oh yeah, this is good. This is this tells you where this goes. It is only going to the aura deck. This is a Celestia Gold card cyclatry. It's a 3 mana satyr. Whenever an aura enters the battlefield under your control, draw a card and it's 3. That's what it is. So yeah, you draw a card. Like there's not much more you can ask, especially if you play an aura which otherwise draws you a card. Phew, talking of card advantage in Celestia. Yeah, this is a card which will, like, this is a signal, I think. Like if you see this Celestia is probably open from the other side, then you should take it and then probably try to, move on to that archetype. Trashing Brontodon, Bronte. So Bronte is a 3 mana 3/4 dinosaur, and you can sacrifice it, destroy target artifact or enchantment. So this card is better in almost every format than it looks like. And the big deal on this is a 3/4 body. It doesn't die to lightning strike, lightning bolts. It brawls very well. It's 3 mana for 3/4 body. It's ahead of the curve. And the 1 mana is a gravy if they play something which is that bad that you really need to grid. This gives you that option. Otherwise, if your deck wants to play a long game and you drop this on turn 3, they're gonna have a hard time getting through this one, and that will buy you the time to do your big things. So under the skin, it's a 3 mana sorcery manifest red, and you may return a permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah, this card is absolutely excellent. Like I think this is good in every deck which plays a forest. Yeah, this card is unbelievable. This is a 2/1 which gets your creature. Yeah, like this is an eternal witness essentially, which feeds a little bit of the graveyard already, and one green pip less, and it has one more toughness. Is the way you should look at this card. That makes it excellent. If Eternal Witness is excellent, it's super excellent. So that's where we are. It's power creep, by the way. This between these two cards, there was 15 years, and this is better. So there you go. That's how power creep works. X-Bane Ferox. Yeah, so this is, which archetype this is going into. Yeah, so it's a 4 mana 4/4 Desachased, and it has a word for collecting evidence. So, if nothing much happened in the game, then they can't kill it. It's kind of hexproof, and that's pretty annoying because this is gonna, kill everything on a brawl, and then if they are forced to double block it, then they keep both creatures. Otherwise, just again hit very hard. So good stuff. Centaur Chieftain. Oh, I don't actually know this card. Ooh, and this is Primordial Legal. Okay, let's see what we are doing here. The 4 mana 3/3 Hill Giant Centaur. So it's Centaur with haste. And it got Threshold. When it comes into play, creatures you control get +1/+1 into tempo until end of turn. Huh. Interesting. So this is Craterhoof Centaur, uh, mini Craterhoof Centaur at that. So yeah, I mean, Golgari is the place for this. You're gonna have the threshold more likely there, and then you can get a good hit in. I think, I don't know if you go that wide in Golgari, especially considering that this cube, I should say, doesn't have too many, what is this, token makers. It's harder to go wide, right? Like manifest is your way, and then maybe that's the joke, that's better in the manifest deck secretly, but you do need to hit the threshold. Manifest dread helps you there, so maybe it's just like naturally fit nicely. But for like this is the problem, is that this costs 4 mana, but I don't think it's a 4 drop. Like I think you should treat it as 6 or 7 drop, and then the question comes that is this good enough value at 7? Creatures get trample though. That is a big game. The trample is a big game on that. I would take it because Crater Hoof is not $3 or less. So this might be that joke in here, but I don't think it's that type of a build around that Crater Hoof is what I'm trying to say. So Hedge Shredder. Yeah, Hedge Shredder. Yeah, this card is excellent. I love this card. So it's a 4 mana 5/5 weak or crew one. So like a random dice on the table can crew this. You don't need to overthink who's gonna drive the beetle here. And then when it attacks, you may mill two cards. When one or more land cards are put into a graveyard from your library, put them onto the battlefield tab. Now, mind you, this I actually forgot, but so it's not saying this way, right? Like any way a land is getting milled, you get it to tap, which is crazy. Now I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This is very good in Golgari. I think it works in Gruul too. Yeah, Selesnya is not particularly good with auras because they fall off and gets uncrewed. So don't play it when you are Selesnya. Or you can play it. You just need to watch out. That doesn't synergize particularly well with the rest of the deck, but with Simic, could work, could work. But Golgari, it's where this is at. So hide in plain sight. Yeah, this card looks bad and it's good. So that's what you need to know. So it's 4 mana, sorcery. Look at the top 5 card of your library, cloak 2 of them, put the rest of them from your library in any order. So 4 mana, you get 2 twos. This is a common, usually, in large sets. But here's the kicker. You look at 5 cards, so you get 2 good creature, which you can flip up later. They're better than 2/2. So you get more. So this card is good. This card is good. It's generically good. Obviously, in Simic, it's excellent, but in Selesnya, it gets you two creatures, which wears auras. In Gruul, yeah, I mean, it's two attacker, it's probably weaker there. Um, but yeah, and in Gogar, it's also like two, but it's just generically value, right? So that's why we are with this card. It's not an A plus, like it's a B minus ish level card, but yeah, solid card. Then to go Vigilante. So it's a 4 mana 3/2, and it can morph and you can unmorph it on one and a green, and when it turns face up, destroy target artifact or enchantment. I think this is a sideboard card. Honestly, like this is an old card, this is from Legions, which was by the way interestingly a set with only creatures in it. But that's why Morph was a key mechanic because they had like spell-like effects like the Nentuko here. But really the joke with it that it's right now, 20 years later, it's underpowered for its stats, but the effect is still relevant because artifacts and enchantments are getting more powerful. So being able to unmorph something and kill some of those is good. So you want it as a sideboard card, but I don't think it makes your main deck. Predatory Urge. So it's a 4 mana aura. Wow. Could give me a lot for 4 mana to risk it being my creature murdered under this. So it's ancient creature, ancient creature as this creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature. And yeah, so they fight. Essentially, you can tap and fight something. I mean, so here's the same. I would only put it on a hexproof creature. So that's how I look at it. I don't think I highly pick it. This is a great removal in the size, yeah, like if you are the person, but I think it should be able to you because no other deck can afford putting this. Like, the risk is just astronomical in it. But Selesnya, you might be the one with the hexproof creatures, and if you suit up a hexproof creature to be like a 5/5 or a 6/6, then this is gonna wreak a havoc. Because this is especially a vigilance one, you just send them in for attacking, they can double block it because you tap it, kill that creature. So yeah, this is where this is at. So it says, don't even consider thinking any other color, and that's where we are. Whisperwood Elemental. Yeah, this card is good too. So it's a 5 mana 4/4, which is a little underrated. But at the beginning of your end step, manifest the top card of your library. So you get morphs, which is obviously good in the Simic deck, but in other decks too, like you get extra creatures again. And then you can sacrifice it until end of turn, face up non-token creatures you control gain. When this creature dies, manifest the top card of your library. So I think this hedges a lot of the bets against against like board wipes in a lot of those strategies. Obviously Simic is the best because you naturally want the manifest morphs. But if you feel like your opponent has board wipe and you picked it up in your Gruul or Selesnya deck, then yeah, you play this because you can sack it and your opponent doesn't get what they hope from the board, right? That the board will become clean after that because you just repopulated your board, right? So yeah, so this is not like like an A plus per se. It's like a B level card, but it's yeah, like it's generically good. Like it doesn't need to be. If you have nothing better to pick out from a pack, this is an okay pick. and then yeah, you try to gravitate towards green. Jadora, Grave Gardener. Yeah, it's a weird card. So it's a 5 mana 5/5. Whenever another non-token creature dies, you may return to the battlefield face down under its owner's control. It's a forest land. Hmm. Yeah, it's interesting. It has no other abilities or types. So this is the creature comes back as a forest. So get a forest when creatures die. Huh. It's really ramp you. I don't know. It's not bad, but it's not great either. Like I think you in the Simic deck you want creatures. Um, hmm, yeah, I don't know. Um, face down to its owner's control. There's no other types of abilities, so it's just forests. I need to ask a judge. If they are creatures, it's pretty good because like everything becomes a more for manifest. But if they are not, then they're just forest, which is not that impressive. Okay, well, I don't know. Pick it at your own, uh, you know, peril or risk. And yeah, so Greater Tanuki. Yeah, this is like a giant Tanuki. That guy was eating protein in the early days of his existence, for sure. 6 mana, 6/5 trample. It's already good. And then you can channel it to an green. You can discard it, search a library for basic and card, put on the battlefield tap, then shuffle. This is excellent in the 5 color deck. Like this is what you want. And also in the Simic Sultai Timur deck, like maybe you can use this one. It's an enchantment too, so the Gorgari deck, if it's splashing, could use it as a fixing. So that's home for this. That's not a high pick, that's not insane, but it is, like it is a card for sure. Speaking of a card, seasons past. Now this is great. This is a Gorgari card by and large. But again, like who knows? Like others might be able to use it. I would think the auto deck somewhat can use it. But anyway, the text box says 6 mana sorcery. Return any number of cards with different converted mana cost from your graveyard to your hand. Put season past on the bottom of its owner's library. So it's different mana cost. Yeah, so Delirium decks obviously love this because they mill themselves a lot. Yeah, like I mean, Gruul, if you have like an aggressive curve and you're brawling a lot, then you can return some of those creatures too later. Selesnya can get back auras and creatures with different mana costs. Simic is probably the least well positioned to do this. But yeah, this is quite the card. Like if your graveyard is full, then you're gonna get back like 5, 6 cards from this. Yeah, this is a game-winning green spell. I don't mind first picking this, and then I know that I'm just green, potentially Gorgari, and then we'll see from there. This is that powerful of a card, I think. But it's a 6 drop. So Timur War Shaman. Oh, what does this guy do? I don't even remember this. So it's a 6 mana 4/5. Okay. Human Shaman. Ooh, has a saber tooth tiger. Whoa, this guy is scary. It's when Timur Shaman enters the battlefield, manifest the top card of your library. Okay, okay. So we get like 6, 7 worth of stats for 6 mana on 2 bodies, which is already good. It's appealing. And when a permanent you control is turned face up, if it's a creature, you may have it fight target creature you don't control. Yeah, this one is insane. Like if you are the Simic deck and you have this, like this is a chef kiss card. Like honestly, yeah. Yeah, I mean even other decks, you get the first morph for free, so that could fight. If that could be turned face up. In other decks, you have like a good chance of breaking, but in the Simic decks, absolute bomb. Like that's exactly what you want to do, right? Like whenever you turn something face up, if there's a smaller creature and that you just eat a creature, for good measure. Yeah, no, great stuff. That's great stuff. Oh my god, I want my Sultai Timur Simic deck. For sure. Wow, this is excellent stuff here. So yeah, then we have Topiary Panther. So this is a 6/5 trampler, basic land cycling, one and green. So it's kind of like the Tanuki, right? It's exactly that stat. Like I think it's better than the Tanuki, I guess. Or the Tanuki ramps you. This one gets it to your hand. In either way, both of them I think is excellent in the 5 color archetype because on turn 2, turn 3 you are getting your lands, fixing your colors, and then you just start throwing bombs. Especially if you turn 4 you have all the 5 colors set up, then you just gonna start like yeah, like you just really start like dropping like nib misets on them. Yeah, this is where this card is. The other green archetype, I don't know if you are really caring, unless you like if you are splashing, you maybe, but otherwise it's not very exciting. Elder Scareworm, however, that is more exciting. So this is again Ryan's Magical Christmas Land. So it's a 4 green worm with trample. It's a 7/7. Seven is kind of recurring theme on this one. When Elder Scareworm enters battlefield, if your life level is less than 7, your life level becomes 7. As long as you have 7 or more life damage that would reduce your life total to less than 7, reduces it to 7 instead. Two. Jesus. So you gain back to 7 and you can never go under 7. Yeah. So this, if they can't kill it, they can't kill you. It's the joke here. And it's 7/7. They're not gonna lightning bolt this. So that's where we are. If you don't attack with it, they can kill it in combat. If you don't risk it in blocking, they can kill it. So yeah, there's a lot going on with this card. Yeah, this is objectively powerful. Again, right, like you take it out. I think Golgari make good use of this. Any deck which requires like like a little bit more synergy on the late game could stall this, but 7 mana to stall. Grew 7/7 trample. Look, this card is very powerful effect, right? It's just the mana cost of it is something you need to watch out for. So it's not like it's not a 2 drop, right? So that's where you are with this card. But once it establishes itself in the board, if you use wisely, I think this is a card that has the power level to turn around the game. Again, right, like I'm not first picking this and then moving to green just based on this one. But if I'm already a green deck and it comes in my way on pack 2 and pack 3, I'm not happy picking this out of the out of the pack. Because if there's any situation where I feel like the game comes down to this, where this effect matters, it's a powerful effect. So yeah, so that's it, green for you. And we finished all the colors of our set review, so we have artifact left. And then after that, we are done with the Draftalgia cube. So there's a lot of exciting stuff here, and the archetype looks well supported. So yeah, can't wait to see what people are cooking from this cube. So thanks for watching, and see you in the last video.